Welcome to Biology, the science study of life. Genetic and environmental interactions. In learning, considerable research on the development of bird songs has revealed varying degrees of genetic and environmental influence on the learning of complex behavior. In some species, learning appears to play only a small part in song development. For instance, New World flycatchers that are reared away from adults of their species will develop the song characteristic of their own species without ever having heard it. In other words, their songs are innate. In contrast, among the songbirds, a group that includes the sparrow, robins, and canaries, learning plays a key role in song development. Techniques for learning songs vary from species to species. Some have a sensitive period for developing their songs. For example, if a white-crowned sparrow is isolated for the first 50 days of life and unable to hear either real sparrows or recordings of sparrow songs, it fails to develop the adult song of its species. Although the young bird does not sing during the sensitive period, it memorizes the song of its species by listening to other white-crowned sparrows sing. During the sensitive period, fledglings seem to be stimulated more the songs of their own species than by songs of other species, chirping more in response. Those young white-crowned sparrows learn the songs they will sing as adults, but the learning appears to the songs they will sing as adults, but the learning appears to be bounded by genetically controlled preferences. The sensitive period when a white-crowned sparrow memorizes its species song is followed by a second learning phase when the juvenile bird sings. Some tentative notice that researchers call a subsong. The juvenile bird hears its own singing and compares it with the song that it memorized during the sensitive period. Once a sparrow's own song matches the one it memorized, the song crystallizes as the final song, and the bird sings only this adult song for the rest of its life. There are important exceptions to the song learning scenario seen in white-crowned sparrows. Canaries, for example, do not have a single sensitive period for song learning. A young canary begins with a sub-song, but the full song it develops is not crystallized in the same way as it is in white-crowned sparrows. Between breeding seasons, the song becomes flexible again, and an adult male may learn new song syllables each year, adding to the song it already sings. Behavioral traits can evolve by natural selection. Because of the influence of genes on behavior, natural selection can result in the evolution of behavioral traits in populations. One of the primary sources of evidence of this evolution is behavior variation between and within species. Behavioral variation in natural population. Behavioral differences between closely related species are common. The males of different species of Drosophila sing different courtship songs. Another example is found in voles. In some species, both males and females care for young, while in other species, the young receive only maternal care. Though often less obvious, significant differences in behavior can also be found within animal species. When behavioral variation within a species corresponds to variation in environmental conditions, it may be evidence for past evolution. Variation in pre-selection. One of the best known examples of genetically based variation is in behavior within a species is a pre-selection by the garter of snake. Tanophes elegans, as shown in this figure. Stephen Arnold of the University of Chicago discovered that the natural diet of this species differs widely across its range in California. Coastal populations feed on salamanders, frogs, and toads, but predominantly on slugs. Inland populations feed on frogs, leeches and fish, but not on slugs. In fact, slugs are rare um, or absent in the inland habitats of T. elegans. In contrast, in pre-availability, led Arnold